campaign contribution. More live from Fox's Rachel Sutherland in D.C.
Chris, Democrats made the rounds, making the case that payments made by President Trump's former lawyer, Michael Cohen, are an impeachable and even jailable offense. Democratic Congressman Adam Schiff on CBS Face the Nation.
He may be the first president in quite some time to face the real prospect of jail time.
Republican Senator Marco Rubio told CNN State of the Union no one is above the law, but cautioned
people should reserve judgment because we don't know what additional evidence they have that has not been introduced in the public record.
The president tweeting this morning that Cohen is just trying to get a reduced sentence, writing, witch hunt. Chris.
Well, Rachel, the president tweeted last night that he's interviewing some really great people for White House Chief of Staff, and that fake news has been saying with certainty it was going to be Nick Ayers. Now, he's Vice President Pence's Chief of Staff, and he announced yesterday he's leaving the administration at the end of the year. A source close to Ayers tells Fox he and the president had spoken for months about him taking the Chief of Staff job, but that with 3 young kids back home in Georgia, he didn't want to commit long term. With a deadline to avoid a partial government shutdown now punted to a week from Friday, President Trump sits down tomorrow with the top Democrats in Congress, Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi, to talk about funding for a border wall.
This meeting is going to be the linchpin because they need Democratic votes to move any sort of a spending bill through the House and the Senate. Keep in mind that they need 60 votes in the Senate. And one of the issues here is that there's not the right mixture in the House of Representatives of Republicans alone, which can pass a bill to fund the wall or to keep the government open without the border wall.
Fox's Chad Pergram at the Capitol. At least 80 members of a Christian church are arrested in Chengdu, China. The church is not recognized by the Chinese government, and there's been a crackdown on independent churches this year. This is Fox News.
It's the holiday sales event at Ford. It's a big deal, and we're busy making preparations to get you the best deals of the year. Because unlike Santa's presents, ours don't just magically appear. At Ford, ours are built in real factories, where pickup trucks come with best-in-class towing and payload, where SUVs are built with available features like terrain management and driver assist technologies, and where every bolt, stitch, and line of code is tested and tested again. But you don't have to write Santa a letter to get these presents. Naughty or nice, just come see your Ford dealer during our holiday sales event for our best offers of the year. Ford, built for the holidays. Built Ford proud.
Best-in-class towing and payload when properly configured. Class is light-duty pickups under 8,500 pounds GVWR based on Ford segmentation.
Prime Minister Theresa May has scheduled an emergency statement to Parliament this afternoon. There are reports denied by her office that a vote on her plan for a breakup of the European Union tomorrow will be postponed with not enough support to pass. The European Union's top court rules Great Britain may cancel the decision to leave the EU if a plan cannot be worked out. Facebook and Google are under investigation in Australia.
5 investigations are underway in Australia due to the market power and public influence of tech giants such as Facebook and Alphabet's Google. The Australian Competition and Consumer Commission recommending a new regulatory body be set up to monitor Facebook and Google and their dominance in online advertising and news markets. The recommendation follows new laws passed in Australia forcing tech companies to help police access private user data. A final recommendation from the watchdog group is expected in June. Ann Carrick, Fox News.
Pope Francis accepts the resignation of a bishop in southern India accused of using church funds to support a secret family. Bishop Prasad Gallela tells the UK news agency that woman listed as his wife on land deeds is actually his dead brother's widow. Turns out a couple in Ireland didn't stand a ghost of a chance.
46-year-old Amanda Teague of Drogheda County, Ireland, says she married a Haitian pirate named Jack earlier this year, but they've already decided to set sail in different directions. Teague not revealing what the irreconcilable differences are, but posting on social media that people should be very careful when dabbling in spirituality. It's just the latest setback for Jack, who was executed in the 1700s for thieving on the high seas.
That's Fox's Gary Baumgarten. At the movies, Ralph Breaks the Internet. Number 1 for a third straight week. Nothing new came out in theaters for the second straight week. The next movies on the list: The Grinch, Creed 2, Fantastic Beasts, Crimes of Grindelwald, and Bohemian Rhapsody. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News.
Hey, I want to see Creed 2 for sure.
For me, it's Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah.
Queen thing.
I'd be going to Creed 2 because I'm always a Rocky guy.
Oh, yeah.
Here you go, local news. Good morning. It's Monday, December 10, brought to you by Logic, a smarter way to work and play. Your everyday community, 1807 South Neal Street in Champaign. Childcare, restaurant, fitness and workplace. Visit lodgic.org.
I'm Jamie Monticelli with your ESPN 93.5 local news update. The University of Illinois has allocated $2.1 million for the Center for Autonomy, which will focus on autonomous technology like self-driving cars and robotic assistance. The center will provide increased experimental space for autonomy and robotics research. The College of Engineering is providing another $2.1 million to recruit new robotics faculty. If you've been having a difficult time with the shortage of the EpiPen for allergic reactions and the high price of it, here's good news for you. A generic EpiPen is set to hit the market early next year. The EpiPen is used to stop allergic reactions to things like nuts, insect bites, and other foods. Generic drug maker Sandoz announced the plans to start selling the generic EpiPen containing the same medicine, the hormone epinephrine, under the name Simjepi at a price of $250 for two without insurance. You're up to date. I'm Jamie Monticelli.
Logic, an all-new kind of everyday community that makes sense for you. Drop in for the kids to have a safe childcare option to learn and play. As you stay focused nearby in the building with workspace and meeting areas to get the job done, you'll have the flexibility you need to thrive and prosper and keep your energy up with wholesome food options. Or get in a good workout in their fitness rooms, all under one roof. Logic, an inspiring community for work, play, food, and fun. 1807 South Neal, corner of Neal and St. Mary. Online at lodgic.org.
Here you go, weather brought to you by the Blossom Basket Floors, from simple to simply magnificent, with two locations. Village at the Crossing, Champaign, Cunningham, and Urbana, 367 Rose, or blossombasket.com. Good morning, Diane Ducey.
Morning, Stevie. There's some foggy conditions amongst us. We have a dense fog advisory until noon. Today's high 32, 21 our low tonight, clearing out. Sunshine expected again tomorrow, high near 40, down to 28. And up to 40 on Wednesday, but there's that chance of precipitation. A 50% chance of a wintry mix. The rain changing to some snow. Low 31 on Wednesday night. Right now we're at 13, ESPN 93.5.
First interview from Mike Ditka following his heart attack coming up in 20 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Good Monday morning. It is December 10. Loved kicking off the week with a little politics from political science professor, University of Texas at Arlington, Professor Alan Sachs. I would take your class, sir, if you were in Champaign-Urbana. How are you?
Everything is in chaos this morning. The French are in trouble politically. The UK is in trouble politically. And the United States is in trouble politically.
Like the Bastille or something? French Revolution? Wow. What is going on over there?
In France. Apparently, over the weekend, there were 125,000 demonstrators all over the place, not only in Paris, but also in some other major cities like Bordeaux, Lyon, and Toulouse. I've actually been to some of those places in my younger days, and it used to be wonderful at Christmas time, but now all the shops are boarded up. And tourism has been pretty well, crimped, and it's not good in the UK. The Prime Minister is still worried about Brexit. How do they get out of the European Union? And her own political party is revolting against her. So we may know a little bit more about that in the next day or two. But all three major nations in the world, France, the United States, the UK, are in some degree of political upheaval.
Okay, well, in France, this is, I don't know, they canceled the gas tax, so now what are they mad about?
Well, I think the gas tax is probably just a prelude. There's deeper things than that, I think, going on in France. And it's a mistrust, a dislike of the government in general. And I think that when Macron, the president of France, I get mixed up. There is a president and a prime minister of France. I think he's the president. And the president, Macron, who for a couple of days was very popular, and now I'm laughing but not laughing.
Yeah.
His popularity has gone down to something like 18%. So it makes President Trump look like a majestic figure compared to the popularity of the French president.
Okay, so we got a new chief of staff coming. Nick Ayers was commonly referenced as the next guy. He was Vice President Pence's guy, and he says no. I learned this morning that Nick Ayers, Alan, I don't know if you know this about me, but we have 4 children, including triplets, and Nick Ayers has young triplets. And you know what? He would never see his life if he took the chief of staff job with Donald Trump.
I can believe that. Twins, my wife, through another life, is a grandmother of twins, and she tells me that just raising twins is tough enough, much less triplets. You're amazing.
Well, my wife is amazing. And listen, I'm telling you, there's a lot going on in Washington. Will he get the wall? Will Donald Trump get his wall?
I think so, but it's going to be at a great cost. He's going to meet, I think, with Nancy Pelosi on spending bills in the next week or so, and maybe we'll know a little bit more about that. But over the weekend, talk of impeachment was in the air, and if anybody wants to know what the next year is going to be about, well, this last weekend is a good preview of it. That's all that you heard on the airwaves is impeachment, Mueller, and who's coming and going, and it's bad. So the next year is going to be filled with that. We're going to hear names like, the new head of the House Judiciary Committee. We're going to hear a lot from a man by the name of Schiff, the new head of the House Intelligence Committee. It's not going to be good. And so it's going to be a constant battle, new names, new faces, and they're going to talk impeachment all the time. And I think it's going to affect our financial markets, which is not good either.
Professor, you're the man. Always a pleasure. Thank you, sir.
I'm not bringing very good light this morning. I wish I was.
You're bringing honesty. I appreciate you. Thank you, Alan.
Thank you very much, sir.
It's 712 ESPN 93.5. Well, if they're going to impeach Donald Trump, that's going to take the rest of the next 2 years, and that'll be dancing in and out of the 32 Democrats that are running for president. One will not be Bill Brady. He's a Republican. Senator Bill Brady, state of Illinois. How are you, sir?
I'm very good. Stevie, it was good to see you last week, too.
Yeah, it was. Saw you at a Christmas party. Saw Senator Brady, and every time I see you, I go, I thought you were going to beat Blagojevich. Was it Blagojevich or Quinn?
Quinn.
Senator Brady won like 100 out of 104 counties. He just didn't win Cook County, which is the story.
Crook County.
Yeah. Okay, Senator, we've got J.B. Pritzker coming in. What was the final tally on the Senate and the House count regarding Republicans and Democrats?
Well, unfortunately, the election turnout was seriously affected our numbers. We went from 22 members in the Illinois Senate down to 19 Republicans. And the House went down to 44 Republicans. The money spent by Governor Pritzker was just a landslide, not to mention the fact that where there are parts of this state that President Trump is very, very popular, there are parts of this state where he is not. And the adverse effects of that on our races were, frankly, devastating. But it's time to rebuild and continue to take our message. Hopefully we can keep Governor Pritzker in line for good policy decisions, not overreach, and as well as his Democratic colleagues.
Though, what is discouraging, and you know well what happened in Champaign County, it was a Democratic tsunami, and I've heard talk, we need a better message. It's an R against a D, Senator. I mean, nobody has in line on campus had a clue who the candidates were. It was Democrat versus Republican. They were given a laminated card as to what to do. They fed them in line, gave them food and drink. I mean, I don't know how you ever beat that if you're able to knock on all the dorm doors, and I think that was funded by J.B. Pritzker, wasn't it?
I'm sure it was. And I frankly think counties like Champaign or Urbana and Normal and others need to take a serious look at same-day voting and the influence that has, and is there fraud? Are students able to still vote at home, but then vote down here and register to vote on the same day? That's a concern that particularly university communities, I think, need to take a look at.
Well, it's discouraging because people that have lived here a long time are really good candidates.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have a whisper of a chance being voted out by people that really don't have any chit in the game here. And so that it might be legal, might not be. I don't know what. I think it must be legal. It just doesn't seem right.
Yeah. What's not legal is to vote two places at one time. Right. And I have some concerns about whether or not people are voting, back in a city where they used to live, and then they come in and don't have to prove that they're still a resident there.
Yeah.
And then go into a place. And it's not just campus communities, it's others, but I have no problem with students, voting back in their home district absentee or legitimately registering and only voting in one place. But it's something that I think needs to be looked at. Obviously, it had devastating effect from all first appearances in the county of Champaign.
Well, and I think, too, if you look at the state and you say, gosh, let's legitimately look at the scorecard and how's Illinois doing? You say, we can improve in a whole lot of areas, and in some areas it's embarrassing, but yet we continue to put Democrats in control. That itself is discouraging. It's based essentially on one county, and that's Cook County. Again, it's a tall mountain to climb.
Well, there's no question. Governor Rauner came in with serious goals in mind about turning the state around and hit a wall with the Democratic control of the General Assembly. And I'm not saying he did everything perfect, but his intentions were well. He just wasn't able to get the Democratic-controlled General Assembly to move. I think we would have been better off with 4 years there of that agenda. Hopefully we can convince, and I'm optimistic that we can convince Governor Pritzker that he needs to focus on a job-creating agenda that keeps people in Illinois.
Well, here's hoping. I mean, we all want it to work. I think there are a lot of us that are looking at just throwing your arms up. I know you haven't done that. We appreciate the fight, and we appreciate our updates when we talk monthly. I want you to have a great Christmas and New Year, Senator. It's always a pleasure, and it was great seeing you again last week.
Well, Stevie, thank you for the opportunity to be on your show, and I look forward to next year's opportunity as well. But yes, now is a time to focus on family and faith and celebrating the holidays as they come forward, as well as the new year. The new General Assembly will be sworn in on January 9th, and that gives us ample time to work to move the state forward. But thank you, and God bless you, and God bless your listeners.
God bless you as well, Senator. Thank you. Bill Brady, who joins us every month, ESPN 93.5. Let's jump to a morning sports headlines coming up on 7:18. Diane Ducey.
Well, I guess what's really trending is Illinois volleyball will be taking on Nebraska Thursday at 8 in Minnesota. On the other side of the Final Four bracket is Stanford and BYU. I know Coach Chris Thomas a little choked up after the game.
He addressed the media afterwards, and he was choked up. Chris Thomas.
A lot of work in the making. Just really proud of these guys. When I first came out here, just to look at everyone's face, like, where do we go from here? And now here's where we are in 2 years.
That's amazing.
Oh,
that was great, Chris Thomas.
Something about that when the coach gets so emotional like that. Illinois basketball wins against UNLV.
So good.
And now we've got Eastern Tennessee State next Saturday. Texas over Purdue last night, and number 7 Tennessee upended number 1 Gonzaga yesterday.
Yep. How about the Bears?
That's right. 15-6 over the LA Rams. Bears 9-4. Rams 11-2. 4 interceptions. The defense was incredible.
The defense is scary. It really is. The Bears are real. Mike Ditka, first interview since his heart attack. 10 minutes away with Brother Johnny. Stand by for that. ESPN 93.5 3-day forecast brought to you by Watts Copy Systems, your local copier printer specialist in Champaign-Urbana for the past 34 years. WattsCopy.com.
We've got some fog issues this morning. They're saying a quarter of a mile of visibility, depending on where you are. It's better in the city, but still, it's out there. We've got a high 32 down to 21, a dense fog advisory until noon, especially in Ford and Iroquois County. We've got a high near 40 tomorrow as the sunshine, down to 28, up towards 40 on Wednesday, but then a 50% chance of precipitation. Right now, the temperature's at 13, ESPN 93.5.
Fox Business Minute brought to you by Eric Boland, Provident Financial Group in Champaign, where partnerships are built on trust. Find Eric at Provident Financial Group, LLC.com. Okay, Urbana trying to figure it all out. few anecdotal things coming up about Urbana School District. Stand by 720.
From the Fox Business Network, Nissan's former chairman Carlos Ghosn has been in custody in Japan since November 19th. He's finally been charged. The accusation, underreporting his income. Though the Wall Street Journal says the money he failed to report is believed to be deferred. He wouldn't receive it until he retired. Prosecutors can now keep Ghosn in custody for as long as 22 days. The Journal says before he was fired, Ghosn was planning to replace Nissan chief executive Hiroto Saikawa because he didn't like the way he was handling slower sales in the U.S. and quality issues in Japan. Japan's investment firm SoftBank Group is preparing to sell stock to the public, and Reuters says its price values the company at more than $23 billion. The group controls the world's largest tech investment firm. SoftBank says it will use the money to invest in startups. With the Fox Business Report, I'm Jenny Cosola.
Tucker Carlson. There's just so much barking and noise and yelling. Our role is to take 3 steps back and discern what really matters.
Sean Hannity.
The most important thing that we do, we are looking out for the forgotten men and women in this country.
Laura Ingraham.
They're going to get a straight shooter, no holds barred. I'm not going to cut people slack.
Fox is the one place where dissent is allowed.
We have voices. We won't be silent.
Who controls my voice? Nobody.
Fox News Channel. Real news, real honest opinion.
Is there a greater combination than pizza and beer? Or pizza and beer with all the games on a 16-foot big screen? Nope. That's why Rafters Draft and Dough is dedicated to all three. Although there's more to the menu than classic pizza combos with salads, appetizers, wings, and grinders. And top it off with a 5-beer flight of the always rotating craft beers on tap. Rafters, the place to be to cheer on your favorite team this fall. Rafters Draft and Dough on Bradley Avenue right across from Triple T Car Wash in Champaign, and find them on Facebook.
Hi, I'm Troy Lands from Lands Inc. It's fall, and it's a special time to buy a Trane heating and cooling system for your home from Lands. For a limited time, we're offering discounts up to $1,000 or special long-term financing with approved credit on qualifying Trane systems. That's $1,000 off or special financing. Call Lands for details or find us online at landsinc.com. And remember, it's hard to stop a train. I'm Troy Lands. You can count on my company because you can count on me.
See Lands or visit Trane.com for complete program eligibility, dates, details, and restrictions.
This is Starla Carr with Provident Financial Group. At Provident, our job is to help people plan for and get through some of life's toughest challenges. Our mission is to provide each of our clients with individualized strategies, premier service, and independent thinking to help them achieve their financial goals. Contact us today at 3017 Village Office Place, Champaign. Call 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities and advisory services offered through Commonwealth Financial Network, member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
ESPN 93.5. All right, so we talked last week about Urbana and Don Owen, the superintendent, being put on paid administrative leave. Apparently over the weekend they tried to figure out how he could just leave, but he said, I want to retain legal, and he didn't want to deal. So there's that. Then Preston Williams, who was superintendent of Urbana Schools from, 2007 to 2013, he is now the interim superintendent. The top 3 people at Urbana Schools out, paid administrative leave, I guess is how they're designated. They have other people coming in, including Preston Williams, who's a terrific guy. But he's getting $1,200 a day. Oh, that's a pretty good rate.
Yeah, it is.
And $1,200 a day up to 120 days is $144,000 between now and the end of the school year. Could I apply? That's good money. Wow. Anyway, so there's that. Then anecdotally, what I'm hearing is the issue in the classroom, things are okay. It's the issue in the hallway. There are more fights. This new administrative decision to change disciplinary ways, that has gone over like a lead balloon.
Okay.
I think that's where it is. But why the school board at Urbana School District doesn't come out and say, we didn't like the direction.
Right.
We didn't think it was a good fit. We were unhappy with the way it was going. Why not say something? Have they said anything publicly?
Right. Can we tweak your plan?
I mean, I know there are a lot of people upset in Urbana, the school district. And there might be some people happy. I don't know. Maybe they didn't like Don Owen. But I think the man deserves a formal explanation from the school board. I don't know why you wouldn't come out and come up with why are you doing this? The district has that much money? They can pay 3 people not to work, and 3 more people, including Preston Williams, at $1,200 a day. That's amazing. I just think it's their responsibility as elected officials to sit there and tell us what happened. I don't think that's unreasonable. Mike Ditka had a mild heart attack a couple of weeks ago, and he had a pacemaker put in. He is doing better and hoping to resume full activities in about 4 weeks. We're going to call Mike. Brother Johnny is in studio. We have not seen Johnny in a while. Johnny, how are you?
I'm good, Stevie J. It's great. We had, earlier in the year through November in New Orleans is the coldest in history, down to 45. It's 16 degrees, Steve. I'm an engineer. I'm not a meteorologist. But I do know clouds have moisture, and you can't see 50 feet. I don't even think you can do that.
Is that right?
It's 16 degrees. How's
it foggy at 16 degrees?
That isn't even possible.
Well, it's frost or something. I don't know.
I don't think...
I'm not only not a meteorologist, I'm not an engineer. I have
what
no idea.
is going on around here?
We wanted to recognize that it's a great day in history. It's our mom's birthday.
Oh, good.
And she's been a great mama.
Boy, I'll tell you what.
She's been, she kind of got us going with K Excursions, which kind of lit the bug for you owning a company, and it certainly has inspired all of us. And now we have Stevie J Travel, which is a travel company. But she's always so upbeat. They call her the Energizer Bunny when she goes on these trips.
Yeah, I call her the Energizer. I can't keep up with her. And she wouldn't want me to tell when she was born, but it was, before the Depression.
Well, it was, she's 29.
She's still 29.
29. But for the sports fans, I guess, Coach Ditka's number would be appropriate.
So, okay, then. Thank you for that.
She is 29. That's what we say. That's what we believe. That's what she's always said.
It's in your attitude. So
no, that's right.
No, and keep moving.
Boy,
she keeps moving. There is no doubt about it. She has to do her driver's license every year now.
Okay.
And she shows up and tells me every time that she gets her done, and she's done it on her own. And I'm going out there, I'm doing it. She takes a driver's test and she passes.
Such a great influence on so many folks in southern Champaign County when it comes to piano lessons.
Well, she taught that for over 50 years, right?
I know.
50 to 60 years.
And Johnny, I went in and played Scott Joplin's Entertainer for her, and she said, you need to round your fingers a little more. Yeah. Even though I was like, I played that really well.
The fingers are important. Very important.
Curve them up, Diane.
Okay,
curve them
thank
up.
you.
A 727, we'll try Coach Ditka coming up. Busey celebrating the holidays with 12 days of giving. Enter to win one of 12 great prizes, including a donation to a charity of your choice. Each weekday between now and December 14, take part in their social media giveaway. If you like Busey on Facebook, follow them on Twitter and Instagram. Look for 12 days of giving posts and perform the action specified. Triple your chances of winning. Enter on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Prizes include $100 gift cards to popular retailers, including Target and Starbucks, charitable donations in your name, and a whole lot more. Plus, the more you participate, the higher chance you have to win. Busey surprise prize on December 19. What could that be? You're going to have great odds here.
Yeah.
People are busy. They want, you go to Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram and do whatever Busey's talking about when they're saying, do whatever they're saying and asking, and you'll triple your chances by doing them all 3.
Nice.
For official rules to enter 12 days of giving, connect with Busey on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Visit Busey.com. Stop by any Busey location at 1-800-67-BUSEY to call them. Busey, your dream, our promise. Member FDIC, Coach Mike Ditka, and Brother Johnny standing by. Don't go away. 729.
Are you stuck, bored, or underpaid? How about all of the above? Then make 2019 your year to focus on you. Start this January to train for a new career at Parkland College and get a job that you're gonna love. Think you can't afford to go back to school? Think again. There is money available to help you pay for tuition. New year, new you. Parkland College is your community college. They'll help you with those New Year's resolutions. Classes start January 14th. Sign up today at parkland.edu.
Progressive presents Get Pumped. Inspiration to help you do insurance stuff.
Hey, what's that look on your face? Defeat? You want to save more money? Then start playing as a team. Bundle home and auto with Progressive. That's how you win big savings. What? You need music to get pumped? Let's do this. Hold on, I'm going to turn it up. That's too loud. Yeah, that's better.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
When your car breaks down, you realize just how much you need it. And when it breaks down, Beaumont Alignment Plus steps up. For routine maintenance like brakes, oil changes, tune-ups, batteries, and tires, you can count on Beaumont Alignment Plus. Bigger issues including alignment, suspension work, starters, alternators, transmission requires specialists. So get to know Beaumont Alignment Plus for your vehicle repairs. With locations on Bloomington Road and Dennison Drive in Champaign, you're never far from the help you need. It's good to know the quality service is still affordable at Beaumont Alignment Plus.
Fox News, I'm Lillian Wu. The president pushing back on Twitter about payments to buy the silence of two women who claim to have had affairs with him, calling it a private transaction. This as Democrats make the case the payments are an impeachable offense.
Democratic Congressman Adam Schiff on CBS Face the Nation.
He may be the first president in quite some time to face the real prospect of jail time.
Republican Senator Marco Rubio told CNN State of the Union no one is above the law, but cautioned
people should reserve judgment because we don't know what additional evidence they have that has not been introduced in the public record.
That was Fox's Rachel Sutherland reporting in the UK ahead of a major Brexit vote.
The big thing that we were all leading up to, which was going to happen tomorrow, has now been delayed, and the Prime Minister will later on today set out exactly what's going to happen next.
Sky News reporter Kate McCann, and Dow futures pointing up. This is Fox News.
Local news with Jamie Monticelli, brought to you by Ergo, OSF Ergo, urgent care you expect in a way you never expected. That's OSF Ergo, where your experience begins the moment you walk in the door. OSF Ergo offers 2 locations in Champaign, on North Prospect near Walmart, South Neal by Harvest Market. Essentially, it's like a convenient care you go in, except instead of waiting with everybody and all the sickies, they take you right into a suite.
Like that.
They accept Health Alliance and all insurances. OSF Ergo. Check it out today.
Good morning. I'm Jamie Monticelli with your ESPN 93.5 local news update. Police are looking for 3 suspects in connection with a shooting on November 18th. Investigators say a 25-year-old woman was a passenger in a vehicle going north on Hickory when a second vehicle pulled up and someone inside opened fire. Police issued arrest warrants for 21-year-old Donnie Caldwell, 25-year-old Devonta Lindsay, and 25-year-old Dante Pickens, all out of Champaign. The victim had serious injuries. Bond was set at $500,000 for each of the suspects. A 2-vehicle crash left a woman with non-life-threatening injuries on Friday night. The News-Gazette says it happened in Westville. A Westville man was stopped in the southbound lane of the 1000 block of South State Street, waiting to turn into his driveway when a minivan hit his truck from behind. In all, 3 people went to OSF Sacred Health Medical Center in Danville, including a woman who had been driving. She was transferred to an Urbana hospital. You're up to date. I'm Jamie Monticelli.
With 2 convenient locations in Champaign, OSF Ergo is redefining the urgent care experience. Specially designed for busy individuals and families, you get the exact care and service you need without sacrificing time or quality. At OSF Ergo, we can treat your mild illness or injury and have you out the door quickly at an affordable cost. OSF Ergo accepts a number of insurance plans, including Health Alliance, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and Humana. Visit osfergo.org to see and learn more.
36 countries, thousands of artisans, and countless stories.
ESPN 93.5, I want to get right to our special guest, ladies and gentlemen, Mike Ditka. Coach!
Hey, how are you?
Coach.
What?
You sound good, Coach. How you feeling?
I feel pretty good. You know, it's not perfect, but I'm a lot better. Every day I get better. I get a little stronger. So yeah, I'm feeling okay right now.
Well, we've been around, Coach. This is Johnny, and we were in San Diego and been in New Orleans, up in Chicago, and I, everywhere I go, hey, how's Mike Ditka?
Yeah, everybody.
How's Mike?
Everybody.
And I'm saying, I think he's doing well. So,
well, I know that this happened. Were you actually on the golf course, or what do you remember about it, Mike?
You know, the amazing thing is, Diana could tell you all that. I don't remember a whole lot about it. I really don't, except the fact that, I knew I had a problem. And, but you go back and say, well, I'm having a heart attack. I would have never thought that. I really didn't know what it was. So, but, I'm lucky. I was around people. They got me to the hospital. Everything came out pretty good, actually. I've got a few things right now, that carry over from from the attack. But you know what the heck? I'm fortunate, guys. You know, I look at my age and I look at the things I've done and where I've been and what I've been able to do, and I'm fortunate. You know, we're not going to be here forever. I mean, it's a wonderful thought that we could be here for eternity, but we're not. So, you know, when a time comes, he rings the bell, you check out. And so, but I'm not afraid of that. I mean, my life's been good.
Well, you've been great, and it's hopefully going to keep going for a number of years yet to come. I know that your first one in 1988, you returned to the Bears after 11 days in typical Iron Mike fashion. What do you remember about all that?
Well, again, these are things that I really don't. I don't. You don't want to dwell on them because I don't want to remember it actually. But the thing is, I considered myself not to be in the greatest of shape, but pretty good shape really, and doing the right things, eating right, doing all that stuff. But when it hits you, you're going, wow, because you're helpless. You can't do a darn thing about it. Yeah. And and then to come out of it like I have so far, I got a little bit of a limp. My right foot, I have a little drop in it, but other than that, I'm fine. Yeah. I really am.
Hey,
and I can't complain. I mean, it's I'm fortunate.
Yeah. Hey, Coach, speaking of helpless, the Los Angeles Rams looked pretty helpless last night.
Wow.
Playing the Bears.
Let me say that the Rams, you got to be realistic. The Rams coming in, John, I think everybody would have said that they were probably one of the maybe top 3 teams in the league. The Bears just kicked their butt.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Their butt. And so, I mean, it shows you where you're at right now with the Bears. When you can do what they're doing, when you can run the football, and you can play that kind of defense that they play right now, anything, and they can do anything. I mean, Mitch is a great quarterback. I think he's going to be an outstanding quarterback. But, I mean, I look at everything they got. They just do all the things they're supposed to do. I mean, the coaching is fantastic. Coach Nagy's done a great job. He's put them in the right place, but they go out and they don't take prisoners. I mean, they remind me, kind of the old Bears when I first got there in the early '80s, and they went out and they just kicked butt and took names. That's all they did.
Well, I was talking to Bowie, and I said, I really feel better that the Bears kicked the Rams butt worse than Dallas kicked the Saints butt. And we got beat pretty bad by Dallas, but the Bears just put us back in that number 1 seed in New Orleans. So it was fun.
Well, the Saints and the Bears right now, if they don't get screwed up, they're 2 of the best teams in the league. Maybe the top 2 teams. Well, I look at them. I look at the Saints. And I look at what they can do, and then when I saw they lost the other day, I went, what the heck?
Yeah.
I mean, they got firepower. They got a great quarterback, got a great coach. They're doing all the right things. And the Bears are basically the same way. And then the Cowboys, you know what they have? They have talent. Mm-hmm. They have talent. Yep. And when that talent kicks in all the way, good things happen.
Yeah, how important the playoffs playing at home, Coach? Pretty big, isn't it?
I think it is. I really do. I think it is. I think, in the case of the Bears, I think the home field is very important. First of all, it's going to probably be inclement weather, and, people aren't going to want to come in January into Chicago and play a football game, but they're going to have to do it, and they better be ready because it'll be cold, it'll be windy, and they're going up against one of the best teams I've seen in a long
You're right. I was talking to my buddies, Big Gary up here, and I said, well, we're going to go to the Saints-Bears NFC Championship game on me. If it's in the Superdome. If it's in Chicago, I'm not going. I'm not going to go to
that.
Well, Coach, do you remember much about the cold? I mean, you were out there, or were you always so into it, both as a player and a coach, where the cold never even came into your consciousness?
Well, he played in the coldest game in Super Bowl history in New Orleans. Yeah, believe it or not.
It was?
The coldest Super Bowl in history. Yeah. Well.
Yeah, guys, I think when you're playing, when you're young and the blood is racing through your body, and your mind's on not the weather, not how you feel.
Yeah.
Getting the job done, doing what you're out there to do. Weather never really bothered me that much. I would say that because I was playing most of the time.
Yeah.
Now, if I'd have been sitting on the bench, I think it would have bothered the hell out of me. But I mean, I was out there playing, so it didn't bother me that much. It really did. I think the only problem you have, to me, the hands, the hands and the feet, those two things. Because when they get cold, it's hard to do a whole lot with them. Especially if you're a receiver catching the ball.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not easy.
Coach Mike Ditka, Brother Johnny, great to hear Coach's voice, ESPN 93.5. Johnny and I disagree about something. I don't like the NFL rules on ties. I didn't like how Dallas won the coin flip yesterday, got to march 8 minutes down in a 10-minute quarter, ended up scoring a touchdown to end it, but I always thought the other team ought to be able to have a touch. What do you think, Coach?
I feel the same way. I've always felt that way. I felt that way if they go down and score a touchdown, the other team ought to get the ball, the opportunity to be able to tie them up by having the ball and scoring a touchdown. Also, but, I don't make the rules. I thought that for a long time. I'm surprised you brought that up today. I don't know why. It seems like it's unfair. Why should the coin toss determine that much? Come on.
I don't mind it because it kind of shortens the overtime, and if they can't stop them from scoring a touchdown, well, that's one way to settle it.
That's why they did it. That's exactly why they did it.
Well, also the Chicago Bulls lost a basketball game by 56 points in Chicago, the worst loss in the history of the Bulls. They had a players-only meeting. They think the interim coach who took over for fired Fred Hoiberg, he's just treating them too harsh. The Bulls are 6-21. Maybe they ought to look in the mirror, Coach.
Well, you're going there. I mean, as professional athletes, we all of them ought to be grateful. I understand they have a great talent, a God-given talent, and they use it well. But have the opportunity to make that kind of a living, playing a kid's game, you're very, very fortunate.
I will say about the NBA particularly, even more so than baseball, they play too many basketball games. They can't. No, it's too many. They just can't push themselves. And you see inconsistency. Steve, there's a lot of injuries in basketball. A lot of them. And it's because they're just exhausted.
82 games.
82. It's too many basketball. Season. I think 60's a lot. And these guys are the best. It's too. I think it's too many, Coach. I just don't know.
But why do they play that many?
I guess TV,
TV and money. Yeah, TV.
To pay the salaries. Right. It's amazing. It is, and with the TV rights. But you're right. I mean, it's you think a basketball game at their level, the way they play, the way they run, the endurance you have to have, the conditioning you have to have, that takes a great toll on your body. And you're playing 3 of those son of a guns a week.
Right,
that really
right. Yeah. And people I talk to about it say, well, look at the money they're making. Say, pay me $1 million to dunk it, Steve. Pay me $100 million. I can't do it. Yeah. It doesn't. Yeah. The money doesn't matter. Yeah. They can't play that many games at the level that the potential lets them because they're too tired. And I think it's a much better game if they just let them.
If the guy's making $10 million, he says, I'm going to play you less games, but you're only going to make $6 million. Would he do it?
Well, who knows?
I was watching the other day, and I turned it on. I was watching, and what I came to the conclusion that those guys, they're really good. Yeah. They really are. But I have no idea how you defend against them. I mean, you got to play defense. Defense, how you got to play defense? Yeah. I mean, you get the ball, they get across midcourt, and they nail it. From way out there.
No, that's right. No, it's hard. It's hard to imagine how you can get that good at anything.
Yeah.
Coach, have you stayed? As the doctor said, stay away from Fox News or CNN or anything. I mean, keeping track of anything, or are you just laying low?
No, I keep track of everything.
Okay.
I mean, what the heck? I follow everything. I mean, my mind's not gone yet, but.
Well, it's gonna. They're gonna be 30 Democrats running for president. They think.
Well, good luck.
How many?
30? 20 to 30 is the number I'm hearing?
Well, yeah. Now, the odds are getting better. You might get a good one.
Yeah.
So,
well, it'll be.
But no, I
I
don't have any. I don't have any problem with that either. Listen, you know, we live in a country where we should be big folks, and we should be responsible for our actions. And our actions are, if we go to the ballot box and we elect somebody, don't gripe, don't complain, don't whine. You know, that's part of the system. That's what it is. So, but you know, that's life. So, but I don't know what's going to happen. Like I said, it's interesting. It looks like if you have somebody who I think does a pretty good job, nobody else seems to like him. So maybe I don't know. I have a hard time with it.
Yeah, it's hard to predict who the Democrats may end up with, but it's
it could
wide
be
open.
Michael Bloomberg to Elizabeth Warren to
Hillary hasn't sworn she's not going to run.
Could be back to
and
Hillary.
I think Michelle Obama would be a pretty strong candidate.
I think Donald Trump would have a hard time beating Michelle Obama and or Oprah Winfrey.
Well, sure. I don't think Oprah's going to do it.
But she'd
be hard to beat.
She'd be hard to beat because of her, TMZ and popularity and mass, multicultural.
She's smart. She's got.
No, she is, and she got billions of dollars too. So that wouldn't hurt at all. Mike, we'll let you go, but it's a pleasure. I'm so thankful to hear your voice. You sound darn good.
Well, I'm a little bit hoarse right now, but I'm okay. Things are good, and I appreciate you guys very much. Love you both, and listen, and I know you've been praying for me and thinking about me, so I really appreciate that.
Well, we sure enjoy talking to you, Coach, and keep it up. Hopefully,
we'll be in touch with your handler, Diana, and making sure that you don't have doctor's appointments and stuff. We'll get you back up.
All right, thank you,
Johnny.
Johnny.
God bless you guys.
All
right,
thanks, Mike.
Hi, Mike Ditka. Sounded good.
Oh, great. Yeah.
I mean, that sounded normal.
Love it.
Man, anybody else thoughts? You can text in 359-2255. I mean, to me, it wasn't 100%, but he was 80.
Well, here's the thing. Only thing that worries me is he can Mike Dick can do a whole lot of things, but nothing isn't one of them. And
no, that's right.
He has a hard time.
He's got to do something right.
Yeah, he wants to go be with people, do something, say a speech, play golf, go swimming.
And every morning he's swimming, and then every morning he go golfing, and he has a pacemaker. Can't do either right now.
Yeah.
Because of the thing on his shoulder and the wires and stuff, you can't get it wet. How can we not invent a pacemaker that can't be waterproof? I don't get that.
I don't know.
We can go to the moon, as they say. All right. Great. Johnny, great chatting.
Yeah, great to be here again in Champaign, Illinois. It looks good. I still can't understand how there can be fog. And now reports are from Diane that it's 13 degrees in some spots.
Well, in Willard Airport, but 16 for us, and yes, this dense fog advisory until noon.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if you can land at Willard right now.
Oh boy,
it's
I don't
probably
know.
Below minimums, but I couldn't.
It's pretty low visibility,
and
here.
No wind doesn't help because that's what blows this fog away.
So are we supposed to hopefully clear this out? Usually these things don't last that long, but it is slower on the roads. Be careful. Honda, BMW, drivechampaign.com. You can go look around on the lot, see what they've got, because they always have great deals. It is December the 10th. You can stop by today and ask them about anything Honda, or, of course, on their BMW side, wonderful vehicles, different kinds of machines. Stop by, say hey to Ben Quattrone, ask them about, how they feel about being a Honda President's Award-winning dealership. It's a big deal and hard to get. Top 10% dealers for Honda in America is off Neal and Burwash in Savoy. DriveChampaign.com is their website. They're terrific at what they do. It's DriveChampaign.com. Honda BMW off Neal at Burwash in Savoy. 7:49. Check your weather coming up.
36 countries, thousands of artisans, and countless stories. They all come together when you experience 10,000 Villages in downtown Champaign. You'll discover skillfully handcrafted jewelry, home decor, and more. Your purchase will bring dignity to families, feed and educate their children, and allow them to live happier and healthier lives. Experience unique handmade wonders of the world at 10,000 Villages, your fair trade retailer, located at 105 North Walnut, downtown Champaign. Visit 10,000villages.com.
Quiet down. He's coming. Ho, ho, ho. Christmas. It's a busy time of the year around the North Pole. There's tons of toy building, sled preparation, and checking of the list. And that leaves very little time for Mrs. Claus and I to take care of our day-to-day business, like paying bills and keeping our finances in order. That's where the U of I Community Credit Union comes in.
Oh, yes, Santa. We earn points all year long with the Illini Visa Rewards Card.
Lots of points for our big January vacation.
Oh, Santa, I can't wait. And I love it because right now you can gift more and earn more. The more you shop, the bigger the reward.
Happy holidays from the U of I Community Credit Union. Learn more about how you can gift more and earn more and how new cardholders can earn 50,000 bonus points in the first 90 days at uoficreditunion.org. And happy holidays from the U of I Community Credit Union.
U of I Community Credit Union for campus and community.
ServPro of Champaign is proud to announce the purchase of Piatt and DeWitt counties. David and Susie McGuire took ownership of the new territory in September. Cities being served include Clinton, Bimet, Monticello, and Mahomet. The McGuires are excited to expand the ServPro brand, a leader in the restoration industry across Piatt and DeWitt counties. The McGuires opened up their first ServPro in 1990 in the Champaign area. Within a few short years, additional franchises have opened to serve Vermilion, Edgar, Clark, Moultrie, and Douglas counties. ServPro of Champaign looks forward to serving the new communities as they move into 2019.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, U.S. Tax Shield can help you take back control. The IRS can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Our team of tax attorneys can stop collections and get you protected. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the BBB, so call 800-494-6139. U.S. Tax Shield, 800-494-6139.
Hi, it's Jay Lehman, former University of Illinois All-American linebacker and Rose Bowl team captain. When I remodeled my kitchen and I needed new appliances, the choice for me was simple. I went to family-owned Dick Van Dyke Appliance World. I went there because of the outstanding customer service and the incredible selection. They offer outstanding quality with a free 10-year protection plan. I have nothing to worry about when it comes to my new appliances. I have Appliance World peace of mind. So the next time you're looking for quality appliances with great customer service, visit Dick Van Dyke Appliance World on North Neal, located just before the interstate in Champaign, the largest independent appliance dealer in central Illinois. Or online, it's appliance-world.com. That's appliance-world.com.
Well, Chemical Maintenance, Inc. carries the highest quality of environmentally friendly janitorial chemicals, supplies, and equipment. Very competitive prices. CMI also offers business owners a great service department. Mike and his team in service at CMI would love to help with preventable maintenance on your auto scrubbers and industrial cleaning equipment. Have commercial cleaning equipment that needs repaired or tuned up? Call CMI at CMIClean.com, 359-6262. Betsy and Brad Parks, locally owned and operated. Here's your weather.
Obviously, some fog issues. Less than a quarter mile of visibility this morning. Today's high 32, down to 21 this evening, and the dense fog advisory is with us until noon. Tomorrow, we've got a high near 40, down to around 28. 39 the high on Wednesday, down to 31. A chance of precipitation at 50%. Right now, we're at 16 on ESPN 93.5.
Help us celebrate the birth of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ by sharing kindness and love this holiday season. Please help us support our local churches, the Time Center, Restoration Urban Ministries, Crisis Pregnancy Center, Eastern Illinois Food Bank, and Salt and Light, and all of our local charitable organizations. Jesus stated in Matthew 9:37, "The harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few." Help to increase the number of workers this holiday season. Please visit the Blossom Basket Florist online at blossombasket.com.
Celebrate Stone Creek Golf Club's 20th season with a yearly membership pass now on sale. For wintertime dining, enjoy Addie's Bar and Grill. It's open to the public year-round. Make daily lunch or dinner an occasion with party and event rooms for your friends and clients. Their warm atmosphere and 11 TVs for viewing sports makes dining an inviting alternative. Delicious entrees, sandwiches, and appetizers with drinks make Addie's your favorite neighborhood eatery. Take some time to dine off South Windsor in Urbana.
ESPN Radio Extra Point with Peter Burns and Ben Hartsock.
No one's life outside of a college football playoff changes because of the Liberty Bowl. It changes if you get injured in one of those games. So if I'm Will Greer, go get your money, young man. I got no problem with that, Ben Hartsock.
What this is the degradation of team. Team is at an all-time low. This is an all-time low of team. And with you saying that and saying, Will, it's okay. And I will not, as long as I have a microphone in front of my face, say that it's okay for players to abandon their team. It's bad for the concept of team. It's not okay for fans to accept it. NFL evaluators should notch down those players, because if I'm bringing this guy into my NFL franchise, what is he going to do when it comes down to doing what's best for him versus best for the team?
State Farm, this is Bill.
It finally got me, Bill.
What's that, Rick?
The Clark Street crater, the mother of all potholes.
Oh.
Yeah, year after rim-wrecking year, it's tormented the people of this town. They try to fill it, but it always returns. It got me good.
But you know, State Farm's got you too.
You hear that? You ain't nothing!
You trash talking a pothole?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm. Talk to an agent today.
Devotion doesn't settle. It doesn't stop at good enough. Devotion goes the extra mile. That's why when you shop the incredible selection of Pandora jewelry at Jared from December 6th through 10th, we'll include a free limited edition sterling silver bangle with any Pandora purchase of $125 or more. Because devotion deserves a little something extra. Just shop our Pandora collections online or find a store near you at jared.com and dare to be devoted.
Hi, I'm Habib, and this is your Motivational Minute. Life is similar to family vacations. Family vacations are fun and lasting memories, yet they can be challenging. We may be riding through beautiful scenery, yet the children keep saying, "Are we there yet? Are we there yet?" Also, some adults are too tense and stressed, making everyone miserable until they get to their destination, ruining the ride. Life is similar to vacations in that we tend to look only at the destination rather than enjoying the ride. We suffer while waiting for the perfect day and the perfect life. Here are some secrets to enjoy life and family vacations. Set realistic expectations. Don't overschedule. Document happy memories. Allow yourself to be easy on yourself. Make peace with others and be grateful. Friends, let's take it easy on ourselves as we travel through life. Let's unwind and enjoy life as it's happening. Happy holidays from all of us at BPC and A&R Mechanical. May you be blessed in every way.
You're a great man, Habib.
Yeah, I was taking notes when he was recording that here at Stevie J Broadcasting.
He's a good man. Mm-hmm. Okay, we're real happy Illinois basketball won. They beat UNLV by 3. But the story is the volleyball team.
Yeah.
They have captured us all. We play 8 o'clock Thursday night on television against Nebraska, a team we beat at Nebraska, by the way. And that's where Chris most recently came from, Nebraska. Yes. As an assistant coach of a legendary program, defending national champions.
That's right.
By the way. So Chris Thomas was on our show last week, and I was so taken by his voice, I suggested that, you know, he could be somebody at midnight taking phone calls.
Go ahead. You're on the air with Nighthawk.
Now, after the ball game on Saturday, he was somewhat more emotional.
A lot of work in the making. Just really proud of these guys. When I first came out here, just to look at everyone's face, like, where do we go from here? And now here's where we are in 2 years. Really impressive job by everyone.
This is good stuff.
Yeah.
Authentic. But if the volleyball thing doesn't work out...
Go ahead. You're on the air with Nighthawk.
Yeah, we got him.
I love it.
Get on him early.
Go line on.
7:58. The news is next. When servicing your vehicle, Midas covers you with ASC certified technicians installing the right parts at a competitive price. Owner and manager Dave Peters' crew has the skill to save you time and money on repairs. Quality services standard at your Urbana Midas store, ensuring your satisfaction. Get an oil change, engine and transmission work, brake service, tires and alignment, batteries, and of course, mufflers and exhaust. See Midas for manufacturer's scheduled maintenance for all makes. Service? It's spelled MIDAS. They're on West University, Urbana. If you're looking for a great car dealership, look no further than Honda BMW of Champaign. Ben Quattrone and his team just received the Honda President's Award in 2017, meaning they're one of the best Honda dealerships in America. They offer great deals. They have a tremendous service department with problems fixed right the first time and customer service that'll keep you coming back. So before you buy, make sure you give the award-winning Honda BMW of Champaign a chance to earn your business. Just off Neal at Burwash and Savoy, online, drivechampaign.com. You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.
What's the payoff? I'm Chris Foster, Fox News. President Trump argues on Twitter that money paid to women claiming affairs with him was not campaign contributions and not illegal. Federal prosecutors say the president's former attorney, Michael Cohen, paid the women at Donald Trump's direction with the intent of influencing the 2016 campaign. Fox's Rachel Sutherland has more from Washington.
Chris, New York Democratic Congressman Jerry Nadler says payments made to women who claim to have had affairs with President Trump years ago could be an impeachable offense, telling CNN State of the Union.
Whether they are important enough to justify an impeachment is a different question.
Republican Senator Marco Rubio on CBS Face the Nation said people should reserve judgment.
There may be additional evidence presented at the sentencing phase later on. We don't know. There may not be any more. It may just be based on his testimony.
President Trump tweeted that Democrats are wrongly calling a simple private transaction a campaign contribution. Chris?
And Rachel, thanks. General Motors is fighting to retain a tax credit for buyers of some of its vehicles. Here's Fox's Jeff Manasso.
Chris, GM has faced opposition from President Trump, lawmakers, and Americans in the wake of the company's announcement to close several U.S. factories to accommodate GM's focus on electric and self-driving cars, for which GM says a $7,500 tax incentive per vehicle is crucial, even though current law caps the incentive at 200,000 vehicles per manufacturer. Some call the break a waste of taxpayer money as GM, Tesla, even Nissan expand lobbying footprints in Washington, calling for more of our money to help sell cars that not many of us are buying. Chris.
Jeff, there's still some snow to clear off the roads after a big winter storm in North Carolina.
Unless it's an emergency or you have to be out, we still want to encourage people to stay off the roads.
Jerome Hollis with the city of High Point says some drivers have had to abandon their cars.
We've had some collisions with some of our work vehicles.
And a man died after a tree fell on his truck. This is Fox News.
It's the holiday sales event at Ford. It's a big deal, and we're busy making preparations to get you the best deals of the year. Because unlike Santa's presents, ours don't just magically appear. At Ford, ours are built in real factories, where pickup trucks come with best-in-class towing and payload, where SUVs are built with available features like terrain management and driver assist technologies, and where every bolt, stitch, and line of code is tested and tested again. But you don't have to write Santa a letter to get these presents. Naughty or nice, just come see your Ford dealer during our holiday sales event for our best offers of the year. Ford, built for the holidays. Built Ford proud.
Best-in-class towing and payload when properly configured. Class is light-duty pickups under 8,500 pounds GVWR based on Ford segmentation.
5 children are killed in a house fire in Youngstown, Ohio. The fire captain says the first floor was engulfed by the time firefighters got there last night and that the mother jumped from a second-floor window. She's hospitalized. The children were 9, 3, 2, and 1-year-old twins. One of the lawsuits against the Trump administration's ban on transgender troops moves forward today in federal appeals court in D.C.
The administration's appeal in Doe versus Trump will be argued before the D.C. Circuit Court. There are 2 other cases, and in all 3, judges have said the transgender community stands a good chance at convincing the courts that the transgender military ban is discriminatory and would cause them irreparable harm. They argue that banning transgenders would impact military readiness. The Trump administration says transgender folks aren't necessarily able to deploy immediately, and that impacts readiness. The Trump administration asked last month to skip the whole appeals process and just go straight to the Supreme Court. The justices would have to decide by January 18th if they'll consider the matter this term. And Jessica Rosenthal, Fox News.
A New Jersey law that bans the sale of high-capacity gun magazines is upheld by a federal appeals court.
In a legal challenge that could end up before the Supreme Court, a federal appeals court has upheld a law that bans the sale of high-capacity gun magazines. New Jersey adopted the ban in June in the wake of the popularity of the magazines and high-profile mass shootings. On Wednesday, the Third Circuit Court of Appeals in Philadelphia voted to uphold a lower court ruling supporting the legality of the ban. It's a defeat for gun rights activists who say the law violates the 2nd, 5th, and 14th Amendments to the Constitution. Tanya J. Powers, Fox News.
Gas prices are down again, says industry analyst Trilby Lundberg.
Gasoline prices are down 22 cents in the past 3 weeks. Regular grade is now $2.51. And the price has been crashing 40 cents per gallon over 3 months, following crude oil prices down.
I'm Chris Foster, Fox News.
Good morning. I'm Jamie Monticelli with your ESPN 93.5 local news update. The University of Illinois has allocated $2.1 million for the Center for Autonomy, which will focus on autonomous technology like self-driving cars and robotic assistance. The center will provide increased experimental space for autonomy and robotics research. The College of Engineering is providing another $2.1 million to recruit new robotics faculty. If you've been having a difficult time with the shortage of the EpiPen for allergic reactions and the high price of it, here's good news for you. A generic EpiPen is set to hit the market early next year. The EpiPen is used to stop allergic reactions to things like nuts, insect bites, and other foods. Generic drug maker Sandoz announced the plans to start selling the generic EpiPen containing the same medicine, the hormone epinephrine, under the name Simjepi at a price of $250 for 2 without insurance. You're up to date. I'm Jamie Monticelli.
Here's your ESPN 93.5 foggy weather forecast. It's cold, but boy, we got thick stuff out there.
Yeah, we do. And less than a quarter mile of visibility. The dense fog advisory is with us until noon. Today's high 32, 21 our low tonight. Sunshine expected tomorrow again with a high of 39 down to 28. Up near 40 on Wednesday, down to 31. But we have a 50% chance of precipitation that could be a wintry mix, rain or snow. Back to Thursday, we're up to 42 with partly cloudy conditions. Right now, the temperature's at 17. ESPN 93.5.
What is that spring in Cardinal fans' step? Oh, right. There is now hope that spring's eternal for the St. Louis Cardinals 2019. Cardinal calendars will be coming in. I should be giving those away because all of a sudden, as of last week, everybody now wants one.
Exactly.
Boy, it was bah humbug in Cardinal Nation until number 46. Paul Goldschmidt has joined the team. Gabe Kiley, staff writer for the Cardinals publication, a fabulous magazine that you could subscribe to. That would be a nice Christmas gift, frankly. Gabe Kiley, cover of your first edition has to be number 46, man.
Yep, pretty good chance you're going to see that happening.
He could not have said any more and more complimentary words at his presser. I could not have written a better response to the way Paul Goldschmidt. Is he not a Cardinal? Is he not a Cardinal?
He sure looks the part, and I think most importantly, he's a heck of a player. He's a terrific first baseman all the way around, and I think fans are gonna absolutely love what he's gonna bring to this team. I mean, Gold Glove defense, high batting average, on base percentage, home runs, RBIs. He's exactly what the doctor ordered as far as the Cardinal lineup, and I think on the defensive side too. I don't think we shouldn't let that go under the radar. To me, that's almost as important as the offense. He's going to really stir up that side of the infield. It's going to be fun to watch he and Colton Wong together on the left side of the infield.
But, Gabe, isn't it amazing? I think I have the pulse correct because I'm a big fan, but I was arms folded. I was like, we got to do something. And they did. And did you feel that from Cardinal Nation?
Oh, sure. There's all these names circulating, in the hot stove league. What are the Cardinals going to do? What are the Cubs going to do? What are the Brewers? Everybody. So, the Cardinals, our ownership, our baseball operations team, they knew they needed to do something big and bold, and I think they kudos to them. I thought it was a great move, and it definitely bolsters the lineup, the defense, and I guess morale even to a point too. I think this fires up fans to another level, and it's just awesome. And people are just really, really excited.
Well, I'm excited for you as well because certainly what you do, it makes it easier when there's optimism and hope, as I mentioned. Gabe Kiley, staff writer, Cardinals publication. Tell people exactly what the magazine is, what it looks like, what you do.
Well, Cardinals Magazine is the official magazine of the St. Louis Cardinals. We do 6 issues a year. We have our current release that has Harrison Bader on the cover. Speaking of fan favorites, and we had a fun cover story with Harrison. Anyway, it's a great time to get on board, become a subscriber this holiday season. Sign up for a 1-year subscription for yourself, your family, your friends. And we'll give you a couple tickets to see the Cardinals in person in 2019.
Awesome. Okay, I would think 6 glossy magazines, and this is high quality, great pictures, great writing. What's it, $30 a year or something? $40 a year? What is it?
$35.
Wow.
$35. 6 issues, and just like you mentioned, these are keepsakes.
Yeah,
I cannot tell you the number of people who call me year-round, like, hey, I'm missing such and such issue from such and such year. I want to round out my collection. Do you have it? So it's people collect these things, cherish these things, and when I go to winter warm-up every year, and I run our booth where people come by and buy back issues and everything.
Yeah.
People buy our magazines to be autographed at the show and bring them to the ballpark or a card sign. So people love our magazine and they love what it's all about.
Yeah, and I've sent some out to Chris Steyerwalt in Washington. He works for Fox News. He's their digital editor, a big Cardinal fan in Washington, D.C., and I've sent him some of these Cardinal magazines, and he just loves them, takes them home, gives them to his young son who loves the Cardinals in Washington, D.C. So you're getting all over the world, as you know, Gabe. All right, now how do people subscribe? How would they gift this to somebody for Christmas?
Well, it's really easy. Give us a call right now, 314-345-9000. It's also available online at cardinals.com/magazine. So call or visit our website, get signed up. We'll get you the first issue and the ticket voucher to you before Christmas. We also have gift letters involved, are available, I should say, and it's a great time to become a subscriber. We got so much to be excited about in 2019.
August 2nd, my daughter, who's Miss Illinois, was in the Miss America pageant, got to throw out the first pitch in St. Louis, and as she told me afterwards, Daddy, I forgot to let go. So the ball kind of hit the dirt quickly, so darn good that they replayed it in the 6th inning on the big screen. And John Gant had to go running for it. But in any event, we kind of think we kind of think Harrison Bader's cute. Is he a good man? Did you like interviewing him?
Oh, everybody likes Harrison, and I can tell you just from our perspective with the magazine story, he couldn't have been more cooperative. In fact, when the story came out, we sent him a copy of the magazine and the cover, and he tweeted something out, thanking us for doing the story.
Wow, that's great.
And he was just great about it, and he's definitely made a positive impression on his teammates, the front office, and with the fans. He's definitely somebody to watch in 2019.
Well, I'm telling you what, I'm not sure I can remember a guy that can get to the baseball quicker than Harrison Bader. I mean, that guy can play, and if he can stay away from low and away, he could be really, really good. What I'm telling you,
the potential is there.
I'm telling you, AAA and the big club is a lot different. It's amazing how good everybody is at the major league level, even AAA. And the guys at AAA are great. Well, man, it's unbelievable how good everybody is. They say, well, you got to pound it in this zone. Man, I thought getting it over the plate was great, but they not only got to do that, it's got to be on the black part on the inside at the knees. I mean, what? How can you control that, Gabe? All right, Gabe Kiley. It's amazing. It's amazing. Gabe Kiley, staff writer, Cardinals publication. One more time on the phone number to subscribe, 314-345-9000 or cardinals.com. Is that correct?
That's right, cardinals.com/magazine. And also a great time to get our calendars and yearbooks, too, for the holidays. And, give us a call, visit the website. We'll get you all set up.
Thanks, Gabe. Have a great Christmas and New Year. Go Cardinals. I'll look forward to seeing a feature on Paul Goldschmidt next year.
That's right. Merry Christmas to you and everybody out there.
You as well. Gabe Kiley, staff writer, Cardinals publication. If you are interested, you go to cardinals.com /magazines.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, they're glossy. You don't see those out and around because everyone has to cut costs on magazines and it's all online. He's come out and people do get them to go get autographs.
Right.
I mean, they're beautiful magazines. Come out 6 times a year. You're a Cardinal fan. I love it. And again, one guy comes over to the Cardinals and
got a little mo going on.
No question. It's totally fun, and I don't think the Cardinals are done either. The winter baseball meetings are going on, so all those rumors will be infiltrating the air and buzzing through Twitter today because they're in session now at the baseball meetings, I believe, in Las Vegas. Okay, 8:14. Check your sports headlines coming up.
When weather hits, the right wiper blades make all the difference. That's when the Michelin Man is on your side, helping you see better and drive safer with new Michelin Premium Wiper Blades. Designed with exclusive Smart Flex technology, our frameless beam-designed Michelin blades flex to the curve of your windshield, giving you unparalleled, streak-free, long-lasting, all-season performance. So when the going gets tough, be ready with Michelin Premium Wiper Blades. It's a difference you can see. Available at Walmart and other fine retailers.
Imagine your dream carpet installed for free. The Home Depot offers all-inclusive installation on minimum purchases of $699. That's removal of your old carpet, basic furniture moving, and stairs. So the dream carpet you want comes at the price you were expecting. Free carpet installation that's actually free. The Home Depot. More saving. More doing. Valid only on showroom carpet price $1 or more per square foot. Specialty items may be priced separately. License numbers available at homedepot.com/license numbers.
This is Rob Meyer with Provident Financial Group. Finding your way to retirement may feel a bit like working your way through a maze. Without a guide, it's hard to see if you're headed in the right direction. We can offer guidance along the way to help you see the big picture and make good financial decisions. Contact us today at 3017 Village Office Place in Champaign or call 217-366-3456 or online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities and advisory services offered through Commonwealth Financial Network, member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
All right, 8:16, Deion Thomas, leading scorer on the history of Illinois basketball. Every Monday with Jeremy Warner. That's next hour. And then Jay Lehman, 10 to 11. Jay is massively entertaining. All coming up in the Jeremy Warner Show, ESPN 93.5 on Mondays, 9 to 11. Here we go with sports headlines.
Well, and of course, Jay's all about football. And the Bears are definitely trending. 15-6 winners over the LA Rams. 4 interceptions in the game. Eddie Goldman led the defense. And Bears are 9-4. Rams are now 11-2. Yeah, go Bears. Green Bay over Atlanta, 34-20. We had the Colts over Houston, 24-21. And the game tonight will be Minnesota at Seattle. NHL action last night. Vancouver over St. Louis, 6-1. And we had the Blackhawks lose to Montreal, 3-2. That's 9 straight losses for the Blackhawks. Also had New Orleans over Tampa Bay, 28-14. Maybe I should talk about your Saints.
Yeah, Saints
continue to win.
Well, they looked awful.
They
were 14.
They were playing Tampa Bay.
14-3, losing. Kickoff, second half. Saints get it. First play fumble. So it didn't look good. And then this kid named Taysom Hill, number 7. He's a backup quarterback that plays special teams. He blocked the punt and it changed the whole game.
Nice.
Saints went on to win 28-14.
Okay, way to go, Taysom Hill.
I mean, that kid, he plays special teams. He comes in and plays quarterback. Who does that?
Wow.
Yeah.
We had Illinois basketball winning on Saturday against UNLV 77-74. Next up, next Saturday is Eastern Tennessee State. Texas over Purdue 72-68. Number 7 Tennessee beat number 1 Gonzaga yesterday 76-73. Illinois volleyball definitely trending in Illini Nation. And we'll face Nebraska Thursday at 8 in Minnesota. On the other side of the Final Four bracket is Stanford and BYU. Imagine if the Illini and Stanford, with our Kevin Hambly coach at Stanford now, if that ends up to be the championship round. It could happen.
Could very well happen. And you know what? But at this point, could the Illinois volleyball team disappoint us? No chance.
That's right.
We're thrilled. They are certainly the oasis in a desert right now. You know, we've got great golf. We've got a lot of great other sports. Our gymnastics is good.
Mm-hmm.
Football and basketball have struggled. And here we go to the Final Four in volleyball, and we needed that.
That's right.
So this feels great, and it doesn't matter. To me, it doesn't matter. I think they win it all. I do. But, you know, Nebraska's going to certainly have something to say about it. And if you play Stanford, there's a reason they've won 30 straight games. I mean, they're really good at volleyball.
Bulls in Sacramento tonight, Pacers and Washington Wizards. That's sports. I'm Diane Ducey.
Here you go. Be careful. As you know how to do this. You just slow down, keep your lights on as well. Here you go with your weather.
We've got a high near 40 and down to around the freezing point every night. At least the weather conditions are a little more mild for us. The warm spot of the week is going to be on Thursday with a high 44 expected. But definitely the dense fog is what we're dealing with this morning. Less than a quarter mile of visibility. Our temperature is at 17. ESPN 93.5.
I was a big fan of Charles Krautheimer. He was on Fox News, but he was so smart. Tremendous writer. Great commentator on Brett Baer's NewsHour. Daniel Krautheimer, his son, editor of his father's book, The Point of It All. He'll join me in about 15 minutes. There's another good gift idea. Daniel Krautheimer coming up. It's ESPN 93.5. You can always text us 359-2255. It's Monday, and it's 8:20.
From the Fox Business Network, Nutrisystem is being sold. Tivity Health is buying the weight management firm. It's a deal valued at $1.4 billion. Tivity Health is parent company of the Silver Sneakers fitness program for people over 50. Nutrisystem also owns the South Beach Diet. Amazon is cracking down on seller scams and has fired several employees in the U.S. and India. Those being dismissed are believed to have helped supply crooked third-party merchants with inside information. Starbucks opened its bathrooms to all, but the New York Post says good luck finding a free stall. A recent check of New York City Starbucks found a half dozen restrooms locked or barricaded. Some were closed for prolonged cleaning, said to be necessary because of their constant use. Aurora Cannabis is getting bigger. It is buying a Mexican partner, Farmacias Magistrales. It's a stock deal. With the Fox Business Report, I'm Ginny Cosola.
Brett Baer.
When someone watches the news, they want someone they can trust. Our job is to cut through the talking points.
Martha McCallum.
We're going to ask the tough questions because there's a lot of conventional wisdom out there that needs to be challenged.
Shannon Bream.
What I'm doing is making sure that whatever is developed through the day, people are fully informed from coast to coast.
We're 24/7 news, but we're really down to the minute.
We're going to be fearless. We're going to be fair.
Whether it's 4 a.m. or midnight, we're there.
Fox News Channel. Real news, real honest opinion.
We are on the radio every month just saying thank you. And this month, Champaign County investigator from the Sheriff's Department is Dwayne Rolfs. How did you start in law enforcement?
Out of high school, I didn't know what I wanted to do. So, of course, I went to college and had to pick a degree. And I was trying to find something interesting, and it was criminal justice that stood out. So I had an opportunity to, while I was in school, to also get a part-time job in the field working at the Juvenile Detention Center in Champaign County here. So that was a good way to get a start.
And so you worked early on through college area, and you liked it?
Yep. And that was a great opportunity to get involved in the field itself, testing at different agencies to get hired. It's very competitive everywhere to get that job, and it helped, I think. So then I eventually got offered a job. So
how long have you been with the county?
Total, probably 26 years, I think, total.
I started patrol, all that stuff?
Yes.
SWAT car, moving around, okay.
Yeah, I did 6 years in a SWAT car, and the last 18 have been in investigation. So, yeah, been a long time. And a lot of changes.
Law Enforcement Official of the Month brought to you by SK Exteriors. Their website, callsktoday.com.
Fly into the holiday season with Cardinals ticket packs. 5, 6, and 10 game ticket packs are on sale now and feature 2019's top games and promotional dates. Choose from the opening day pack, the jersey pack, the bobblehead pack, Cubs pack, and more. For a limited time, upgrade your pack to a premium pack to guarantee all-included promo items. Ticket packs start at just $54 and are on sale now. Get yours at cardinals.com/holiday.
Fly into the holiday season with all-inclusive Cardinals tickets. 2019 all-inclusive tickets start at just $55 and feature a full buffet, complimentary bar, plus a great view of the game. Choose from the UMB Champions Club, Proficient Red Jacket Club, National Car Rental Club, and more. Give the gift of date nights, the gift of family time, the gift of Cardinals baseball. Get your 2019 single game all-inclusive tickets now at cardinals.com/holiday. St. Louis Cardinals, time to fly.
If you're looking for a great car dealership, look no further than Honda BMW of Champaign. Ben Quattrone and his team just received the Honda President's Award in 2017, meaning they're one of the best Honda dealerships in America. They offer great deals. They have a tremendous service department with problems fixed right the first time and customer service that'll keep you coming back. So before you buy, make sure you give the award-winning Honda BMW of Champaign a chance to earn your business. Just off Neal at Burwash and Savoy. Online, drivechampaign.com. All right, Michael McDonald, Virginia Theater last night. Good crowd?
Yes. And
like
they were
the lower
energetic.
level? Anything
well,
upper
that's what I saw, and I got there a little on the late side.
But
so.
upper deck was good?
I didn't really peak, but
nice energy.
Yes.
Was it too darn loud?
It was not.
Okay.
It could have been louder with the Motown, what's going on from Marvin Gaye for his encore.
So obviously they were all my age kind of?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
All right.
Totally. And doing back racks, what the world needs now is love.
That's awesome.
And then having this crowd sing along, and it was real nice.
How'd Michael McDonald look?
Good.
Yeah.
Good. And his voice is good.
67 or something?
Something like that.
Former lead of the Doobie Brothers, played in Steely Dan.
Referred to his time at the Red Lion.
Yep. Talked about it on Friday where Michael McDonald went through Champaign and ended up going to L.A. and obviously pretty good move.
That's right.
For his career anyway. Okay, good. Good to hear that. Okay, we talked with Mike Ditka, first interview since his heart attack, and he says, I don't really remember much. He said, I had good guys around me that got me to the hospital. Mm-hmm. I don't like thinking about it. It's his third one. But he sounded to me pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
He sounded pretty darn good. And then Brother Johnny joined us as well last hour. Also talked about Urbana High School. Again, I don't know why the school board won't say anything. I don't think to the date, unless I'm mistaken, that they've released anything explaining the Don Owen, now I guess acting, what do you call him? Former superintendent. They tried to sever ties apparently either on Friday or over the weekend, and he declined, instead referencing his legal counsel. So there's going to be some litigation, it sounds like.
Well, I brought up an article in the early stage of our new school year that talked about the disciplinary actions, and they're really wanting kids in school and to get the hours and to reduce the number of expulsions that they've been facing.
They have issues. Is all the anecdotal evidence is that and reports that they have issues in the hallways.
Yes,
there are more fights than there have been, and so. I'm sure it must be the Don Owen and the top three administration at Urbana schools. It's all tied to the change and the direction, but why? Maybe it's so litigious they can't say any words without being held in some lawsuit. So maybe they're doing it because they don't want to say anything. But I don't know what the harm would be in saying we didn't feel it was a good fit.
Right.
I mean, that's safe.
Work on tweaking the plan. They want to reduce the suspensions and expulsions. In these early stages, they wanted more student interventionists and student engagement advocates is what they were pushing.
Well, and it could be without the expulsions, you still have some bad actors in there creating some of the problems.
That's true.
So I don't know. I just know that it's a shame, and there are a lot of parents in the Urbana School District that are very upset and would like some explanation.
At this article at the end of August, there were 73 referrals that were written so far in the year. 39 students had been suspended for a total of 154 class periods. Wow. So that does sound like high, kind of a high statistic for early on in the school year. And they talked about different students who are trying to step up and make this disciplinary action happen.
Okay, 8:28, we'll be right back. Daniel Krautheimer's father, Charles, was a big star. I just was a huge fan. He had a tragic accident that rendered him in a wheelchair, and it happened when he was a very young man. I think he was diving into some water and hit some rocks kind of thing, and was in a wheelchair and was a remarkable man. His son Daniel joins me next. ESPN 93.5.
Hey fans, Paul Feinbaum here. College football is back and Vivid Seats is your go-to for game tickets. Just go to vividseats.com where every purchase is backed by their 100% buyer guarantee. From the big house to the swamp, Vivid Seats has you covered. So get off the couch and get into the action. Your team needs you. Vivid Seats, the official ticket partner of ESPN. Enter promo code ESPN at checkout to receive 10% off your order today.
Napa know-how.
The only thing worse than rain and slush on the road is rain and slush on your windshield. Luckily, when you buy a pair of Rain-X wiper blades, you'll get up to $10 off, plus a free bottle of Rain-X 2-in-1 glass cleaner. So clean off the crud with up to $10 off a pair of Rain-X wiper blades and free glass cleaner. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating Napa Auto Parts stores. Offer ends 12/31/18.
Well, fall is officially here in Central Illinois, and ABC Heating and Air knows that soon, Old Man Winter will be knocking on your doors. Ensure your furnace is running at its best when you schedule a fall tune-up at ABC Heating and Air. Don't trust me? Read their reviews. Like ABC has come to my rescue more than once this week. We've always gotten great prompt service at a great price with ABC. And ABC is always professional and never overpriced on any item. Call ABC Heating and Air at 352-5400 or find them online at abcheatingandac.com.
328-2424. Tapman's Towing. 24 hours every day. Tapman's Towing. 328-2424. Tapman's Towing. 328-2424. Tapman's Towing. 24 hours every day. Tapman's Towing. We have pull and we're hooked on you. Tapman's Towing.
Pay attention, Illini Nation. Game Day Spirit is running a special offer now through Christmas Eve. At either Game Day Spirit store in Campustown or on South Neal, spend $150 on regular priced items and get a $25 gift card with your purchase. That's right. If you spend $150 at Game Day Spirit, you get a $25 gift card for free. This offer ends on December 24th, so even if you're a last-minute shopper, you won't miss out on this great deal. Get your gear at Game Day. Happy holidays and go Illini.
Fox News, I'm Lillian Wu. The search continues for a White House chief of staff after a top candidate declines.
A lot of people felt like it would be Nick Ayers, the vice president's chief of staff. He is very, very highly regarded here in the nation's capital and in particular here at the White House. Very strong reputation, but he didn't want to commit to working for the Trump White House through 2020.
Fox's Kevin Cork, a not-so-secret Santa for some Nashville area Walmart shoppers, revealing his own good deed.
Singer Kid Rock writing a check to brighten up the holiday season for hundreds of shoppers. $81,000 to pay off the layaway tab for 350 customers. The musician was apparently inspired by Tyler Perry, who posted a video online last week after paying off balances at 2 Georgia Walmart stores. Kid Rock replied to Perry on Twitter at the time saying, "Great idea."
That's Fox's Richard Jordan. This is Fox News.
Good morning. I'm Jamie Monticelli with your ESPN 93.5 local news update. Police are looking for 3 suspects in connection with a shooting on November 18th. Investigators say a 25-year-old woman was a passenger in a vehicle going north on Hickory when a second vehicle pulled up and someone inside opened fire. Police issued arrest warrants for 21-year-old Donnie Caldwell, 25-year-old Devonta Lindsay, and 25-year-old Dante Pickens, all out of Champaign. The victim had serious injuries. Bond was set at $500,000 for each of the suspects. A 2-vehicle crash left a woman with non-life-threatening injuries on Friday night. The News-Gazette says it happened in Westville. A Westville man was stopped in the southbound lane of the 1000 block of South State Street, waiting to turn into his driveway when a minivan hit his truck from behind. In all, 3 people went to OSF Sacred Health Medical Center in Danville, including a woman who had been driving. She was transferred to an Urbana hospital. You're up to date. I'm Jamie Monticelli.
When you shop local, everyone wins. Hi, it's Belinda Allen, Executive Director of the Rantoul Area Chamber of Commerce, and I'm reminding you to shop Rantoul first this holiday season. Check out our unique retail stores in Rantoul like the Whistle Stop or seek and find resale shops in downtown Rantoul. Make memories and get up close with reindeer at Hardy's Reindeer Ranch or visit Gordyville just a few miles down the road. Thinking about a new car or truck this holiday season? Think Shields Auto Group. Grab lunch or dinner at Willow Pond Golf Course Bar and Grill and check out their PGA-rated golf simulator. Or make it a staycation in Rantoul at the beautiful Holiday Inn Express. These and many other great businesses are featured on the Shop Rantoul First Facebook page. So like it and stay up to date on information, holiday specials and promotions like the Rantoul Rudolph Retail Rally with your chance to win $500 Christmas cash. Shop Rantoul first and happy holidays. When you shop small business, a real person does a happy dance.
Serve Pro of Champaign is proud to announce the purchase of Piatt and DeWitt counties. David and Susie McGuire took ownership of the new territory in September. Cities being served include Clinton, Bemet, Monticello, and Mahomet. The McGuires are excited to expand the Serve Pro brand, a leader in the restoration industry across Piatt and DeWitt counties. The McGuires opened up their first Serve Pro in 1990 in the Champaign area. Within a few short years, additional franchises have opened to serve Vermilion, Edgar, Clark, Moultrie, and Douglas counties. Serve Pro of Champaign looks forward to serving the new communities as they move into 2019. Here's your ESPN 93.5 3-day forecast, National Weather Service.
High around 34 today. We've got some patchy fog in the morning. Actually, dense fog. I should reword that. There's a dense fog advisory until noon. 21 our low tonight. Up to 40 tomorrow with sunshine, down to 28. 42 the high on Wednesday, and 44 by Thursday. There's a chance of precipitation on both of those days. Right now with visibility at less than a tenth of a mile now. The temperature is at 16. ESPN 93.5.
Yeah, be very careful as you drive around. You just got to go a little slower, have your lights on, and you just got to go slower. That's about the only remedy I got for you here this morning. In the time before his death, Charles Krauthammer, along with his son Daniel, compiled a new collection of writings, speeches, and columns that Crown Forum honored to publish. The Point of It All showcases Charles Krauthammer's philosophy on life and politics and underscores his enduring legacy as one of America's most distinguished intellectual leaders. Editor Daniel Krauthammer, Charles's son. Daniel, how are you?
I'm doing all right. Thank you so much for having me on.
Well, I'm honored. I mean, I can't tell you how much I loved your dad. I just thought he was brilliant. I mean, it was the old E.F. Hutton commercials. When E.F. Hutton speaks, people listen. When Charles Krauthammer spoke, I listened.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, and happy that you'll have this book in your hands so you can see some final words from him, too.
His accident caused him to be in a wheelchair, but it never slowed him. How was his attitude toward all of that?
There was something he said in an interview that I discovered only after he passed away that I thought was so profound and spoke to this so much, that he said on the subject, he said, look, everyone has their cross to bear, everyone. Some of those crosses are more visible and you can see them, and some of them are invisible and their burdens carried on the inside. But everyone deals with something. Everyone has burdens and obstacles thrown at them. And your life isn't defined by what's thrown at you. It's defined by how you deal with it and how you live your own life and how you control your own destiny. And I think he had an incredible power of will and sense of his own destiny and his own purpose and meaning in life, and he simply didn't let that get in the way. And he lived, as he said in his final column, he said he lived the life that he intended. And I think that's something that spoke incredibly powerfully and movingly to me as his son, of course, but also I think powerfully to everyone who read and listened to him.
Point of It All, available everywhere. The Point of It All. Editor Daniel Krauthammer, what was he like as a dad?
He was a great dad. We were very close. I'm an only child, and we spent huge amounts of time together growing up and my whole life, really. He was at pretty much every baseball game and Little League practice I can remember. We did all kinds of vacations and long car rides together. And that's something, too, that he was a very private man, and I kind of inherited that from him. But this book has some things in it that touch on that personal part of his life. He writes about fatherhood, about his friendships, and the stuff that personally made his life meaningful. And that was a really important and moving thing for me to be able to include in the book.
As his son, were there moments, even as a son that knew his dad as well as you did, Daniel, where you would go, whoa, where'd that come from? The guy was just ridiculous on some of the way he thought, and then the way he articulated it was just special.
Yeah, no, there are some people who can just say things in a way that after the fact you think, oh, man, why didn't I think of that or put it that way? And I think he had that. And he had a depth and a breadth to his knowledge of history, of politics and philosophy that I think let him cut through a lot of the noise and nonsense of whatever the immediate issue was, and to put it in context and to cut to the point of it and what really mattered about it, which I think is why he was so good at what he did. And the amazing thing to me in putting this book together for him, he started it, but I finished it for him, was I went back and read pretty much everything he'd ever written to fill in the gaps in the book as it stood. And it was amazing to me to read things from across 4 decades of column writing, and how prescient and how lasting they all were. That sometimes I'd look at the date line and do a double take of, could this really have been written 10 years ago or 20 years ago? It feels like it could have been written yesterday, because he gets to these core truths and important questions that we still grapple with.
Yeah. To me, it was like the king of common sense. I mean, it made sense. It was like, that's logical. That it isn't crazy wacky, and he would comment right or left. It didn't matter. He cut through all that stuff.
Yeah. No, he stuck to his principles, and he had the same principles and ideals all throughout his career, and he applied them, straightforwardly, no matter, he didn't pre-decide what his view was based on what team he was on. And I think people respected that and trusted that. Even when they disagreed with him, they knew that he was thinking clearly and presenting the argument he believed in. And I think even if you disagree, it helps you think better and understand the world better.
I bet you're just as brilliant. Are you a writer?
I do a bit of writing. It's not my primary career, but these last months I've been completely focused on finishing this book. And there are the small parts of the book that I wrote, but primarily I was collecting and making sure that all the gaps were filled in the collection, which spans decades and includes a lot of recent stuff and several things that have never been published or seen before, making sure that they all flowed one into the other, and the ideas of his philosophy and his core thinking brought ideas from different parts of politics and his personal life and his passions all together in one.
Well, I'm sure he's very proud of you, Daniel. Good work finishing this. And by the way, I bet you $1 he could have been a great baseball general manager for the Nationals, huh?
I think one of his dreams was to be sitting up in the announcer's box, but no, he loved going to games, and we did that a lot. And there's quite a bit about that in the book too, so I hope people will enjoy it.
Yeah, Daniel Krautheimer, the book is The Point of It All. It's everywhere, and I know it's a bestseller, correct?
Yes, and if I could add too, if people are looking to find out more about the book and my dad's career and life more generally, a great place is his official website, charleskrauthammer.com. That has everything people could need.
KRAUTHAMMER, CharlesKrauthammer.com, his son Daniel. Again, God bless you on this season. We appreciate your time, and congratulations on the book, and we really appreciate you joining us.
Thank you. I really appreciate being here.
Daniel Krautheimer, the book is The Point of It All. It showcases Charles Krautheimer's philosophy on life and politics, underscores his enduring legacy as one of America's most distinguished intellectual leaders. Terrific book. The Point of It All, Daniel Krautheimer on ESPN 93.5.
Save on orthodontic services and braces during the month of December at Illini Smiles Dental in Champaign and Angel Smiles Dental in Rantoul. Throughout the entire month of December, it's 0 down payment on all braces. Brenda from Illini Smiles Dental and Angel Smiles Dental Care has this to say about braces.
Now's the perfect time to come in, get those braces put on. This is small payments for something that's going to last your entire lifetime.
And right now, it's 0 down throughout the month of December at Angel Smiles Dental and Illini Smiles Dental. Brenda, when's the best time to start thinking about braces?
I don't know if there's a best age. I would start looking at your teeth at about 9, 10 years old.
Okay.
You want out of braces by the time you're in high school, 12 or 13. But I have done braces on 80-year-old people.
Braces can help you at any age. And throughout the month of December, it's 0 down payment on all orthodontic services. Call Angel Smiles Dental Center in Rantoul at 892-8868 or Illini Smiles in Champaign at 356-30. 3335.
With the change of seasons approaching, you need to check your tires. CarX Tire and Auto has been serving customers for over 40 years and is your Central Illinois tire leader. Your local CarX has the right tires for your vehicle, offering major brands like Goodyear, Kelly, Michelin, and Yokohama. And CarX offers tires at competitive prices, expert installation, and the best guarantees in the business. Shop tires online at CarX.com by using our online tire tool. See your CarX man today.
Don't worry, call the CarX man.
Are you stuck, bored, or underpaid? How about all of the above? Then make 2019 your year to focus on you. Start this January to train for a new career at Parkland College and get a job that you're gonna love. Think you can't afford to go back to school? Think again. There is money available to help you pay for tuition. New year, new you. Parkland College is your community college. They'll help you with those New Year's resolutions. Classes start January 14th. Sign up today at parkland.edu.
With the Capital One Quicksilver Card, you earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase everywhere. It's easy. That's just the way I like it. Oh, that's the way, I like it, that's the way, I like it, Woo! The Quicksilver Card from Capital One. What's in your wallet? That's the way,
Capital One Bank, USANA.
Yeah, there's no question, volleyball. That's what I'm thinking about. It's Illinois volleyball to the Final Four Thursday night up in, is it Minneapolis?
Yes.
It's Illinois, Nebraska, 8 o'clock Thursday night on TV. If we win, if we can beat the defending national champions who don't want to lose, it's going to be a good match. If we do, we'll probably get Stanford and former Illini coach Kevin Hambley, who's a good guy too.
Sure.
So there you go.
The Stanford's got BYU on the other side of the Final Four bracket, but good stuff in Illini Nation. Again, Thursday night at 8 up in Minnesota, the Illini volleyball team takes on Nebraska.
There's a feature, little start your morning, top of the day thing that Jim Rosso does in the News Gazette featuring Dave Lone. Loney's third Final Four. 30 years ago, he did his first, because his first year broadcasting in 1988, they went to the Final Four.
Okay.
So he probably said, this is going to be fun, and they've only been 3 in 30 years, but they're going to his third. He thinks they could win it all. He says Kevin Hambley's team will probably beat whoever it was, BYU.
Uh-huh.
And he thinks that'd be it depends who plays well that night. That's how close it's going to be. So it's going to be fun.
Uh-huh. Illini basketball wins over UNLV. That final was 77-74. Next up, East Tennessee State on Saturday the 15th. By the way, Illini Nation, I was just reading a post from our Illini friend Lou Lier saying a sad day for our Illini family and the Kiwanis family and all the other organizations that Charlie Finn supported.
I loved Charlie and Blanche. Blanche is my prayers with Blanche. I mean, Charlie Finn is such a light and such a great man, and I'm so sad. Loved every time I saw Charlie Finn. I mean, a real loss to the community. And he passed away.
It must have been either Friday or Saturday. Okay. That's when Lulier posted on Saturday the 8th saying he was one of the most giving persons ever. And generosity, thoughtfulness touched so many lives.
But who didn't want to be around him?
Right.
I mean, that's the kind of guy you want to be around, Charlie Finn.
When you think of the play he wrote about Red Grange.
No, I know. No, it was a fantastic life. And again, our prayers with Blanche and the family. We really lost a treasure in Charlie Finn.
In basketball last night, Texas over Purdue 72-68, and number 7 Tennessee over number 1 Gonzaga 76-73. We'll be talking more basketball as Dion comes in after 9 with Jeremy Werner's show. It should be great. And of course, talking about football with Jay Lehman in the 10 o'clock hour with the Bears over the LA Rams 15-6. Green Bay over Atlanta. The Colts beat Houston. Andrew Luck threw for 395 yards and 2 touchdowns. We also had Houston beat by the Colts, and New Orleans over Tampa Bay. Vancouver over St. Louis on ice last night. Montreal beat the Blackhawks, making that 9 straight losses for them. That's sports. I'm Diane Ducey.
At Scotty's Brewhouse, you'll enjoy delicious burgers, award-winning wings, and ice-cold beer while watching your favorite sporting events. Join Scotty's Brewhouse for their all-day, everyday drink specials. Choose from $3 domestic or $4 craft beer pints, $5 margaritas, or try one of their new $5 Crusher cocktails. Make Scotty's Brewhouse your game day destination and enjoy these great specials available all day, every day. Scotty's Brewhouse, located at 2001 South Neal Street, Champagne's craft beer sports bar.
Hi, it's Stevie J. When I needed a new roof, I called Roof Doctors. Actually called a lot of roofing companies to get estimates. But I felt great talking to Randy. I felt that he was honest, reliable, and affordable, and I felt I could trust him. You know what? I was right. They did a terrific job. After they did my roof, I had them do my mom's roof. You know how much you have to like a company to recommend to your mom? With 30 years of experience and the best warranties, call today for a free estimate at 328-7529 or go to roofdoctorsco.com.
Previously on Tay and Carp.
I'm going to give Illinois and Brad Underwood their due. Brad Underwood has told us eye to eye, I'm not scared to play anybody. I think that's great. I think it's great that you want to go out and play the best. I think eventually, in 4 or 5 years, you've got a team of all Brad Underwood players. You're going to be that team that when you get to the Sweet 16, nobody wants to play, right? You're going to be like, oh no, we drew Illinois.
Tune in weekdays 4 to 6 as Lon Tay and Mike Carpenter talk Fighting Illini football, basketball, and more right here on ESPN 93.5.
Hi, this is Sarah,
Shannon,
and Sylvia about an empty tomb work. In this world, some things are just not right.
One of them is little kids under 5 dying from simple causes in 40 countries.
You can feel hopeless, or you can donate $50 once a year at missionmatch.org.
Strengthen the supply lines.
Through churches, in Jesus' name.
There's a lot you cannot do.
You can do this.
missionmatch.org.
Napa know-how.
The only thing worse than rain and slush on the road is rain and slush on your windshield. Luckily, when you buy a pair of Rain-X wiper blades, you'll get up to $10 off, plus a free bottle of Rain-X 2-in-1 glass cleaner. So clean off the crud with up to $10 off a pair of Rain-X wiper blades and free glass cleaner. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating Napa Auto Parts stores. Offer ends 12/31/18.
Mike Ditka joined us earlier. I'll tell you what he said about his heart attack next. When servicing your vehicle, Midas covers you with ASC certified technicians installing the right parts at a competitive price. Owner and manager Dave Peters' crew has the skill to save you time and money on repairs. Quality services standard at your Urbana Midas store, ensuring your satisfaction. Get an oil change, engine and transmission work, brake service, tires and alignment, batteries, and of course, mufflers and exhaust. See Midas for manufacturer's scheduled maintenance for all makes. Service? It's spelled M-I-D-A-S. They're on West University, Urbana.
Imagine your dream carpet installed for free. The Home Depot offers all-inclusive installation on minimum purchases of $699. That's removal of your old carpet, basic furniture moving, and stairs. So the dream carpet you want comes at the price you were expecting. Free carpet installation that's actually free. The Home Depot. More saving. More doing. Valid only on showroom carpet price $1 or more per square foot. Specialty items may be priced separately. License numbers available at homedepot.com/license numbers.
It's been, 3 weeks, I think, since Mike Ditka had his event. It was his third heart attack.
Yeah, I believe it was the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, which would have been November 20th.
Which is, however, 3 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we asked him earlier this morning, Brother Johnny and I talked to him. I said, what do you remember?
You know, the amazing thing is, Diana could tell you all that. I don't remember a whole lot about it. I really don't, except the fact that, I knew I had a problem. And, but you go back and say, well, I'm having a heart attack. I would have never thought that. I really didn't know what it was. So, but, I'm lucky. I was around people. They got me to the hospital. Everything came out pretty good, actually. I've got a few things right now, like a carryover from the attack, but what the heck? I'm fortunate. Guys, I look at my age and I look at the things I've done and where I've been and what I've been able to do. And I'm fortunate. We're not going to be here forever. I mean, it's a wonderful thought that we could be here for eternity, but we're not. So, when a time comes, he rings the bell, you check out. So, but I'm not afraid of that. I mean, my life's been good.
Poignant. Mm-hmm. Mike Ditka earlier, we'll kind of check in with him. We don't know what the schedule is. The last few Fridays he's had, medical stuff. But Diana said, Diana's his wife. He said, Monday'd work. And I said, okay.
Okay.
So it was good to chat with Coach Mike Ditka earlier today. Okay, coming up, Jeremy Warner Show. You got Dion talking Illini beat UNLV. I mean, we were up 14 and won by 3. Woo!
I know.
That was interesting at the end, but it worked out. We won. We're 3-7. We got the week. I don't quite understand it because finals is not this week. It's next week. So I'm not sure what the scheduling is, but maybe I know there are classes vary, and I know Christian and Benjamin are both finishing a few things this week and a lot next week.
Lots of projects.
And Benjamin and Christian both had, I think Benjamin had 22 hours, which is like 7 more than normal. He had a big semester, and then Christian has, I don't know, 18.
Gabby's taking 18 hours, and that's a full load.
Well,
22 is unheard of.
Yeah, well, he's getting through it, and it's good news. And then Christian with engineering is 3-4 a.m. every day. Wow. It's just how it is. You got to get the work done. It's hard. So we're excited for a little break coming up. And then we're going to China, and the whole Asia from the Stevie J Travel Cruise Grand Asia. And I'm going to be doing a little diary every day. And you'll be hearing it here from there. It's amazing. Technology, back in the day, you'd send a letter and 4 months later you'd get it. Right. And now you're going to hear from me every day in Bangkok and Japan and Hong Kong and some wonderful places.
Yes.
So I'll be reporting. You'll hear our diaries every single day we're gone in January. So, and then Cardinal Caravan presented by Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance. We got that on the 18th of January at the I Hotel and Conference Center at noon.
Wonderful.
And that'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
And Lonte is going to host for me, that I normally do it, but Mr. Cardinal himself, Lonte, will have all the right questions and do a great job. We're looking forward to Lon doing that this year.
Sounds great.
Diane, we'll meet you tomorrow.
All right, enjoy the day.
Jeremy Warner program next. Dion Thomas and Jay Lehman the next couple of hours. Stand by. I am Stevie J. We'll meet again tomorrow. Be careful out there with this fog. Thank you for listening. Have a great Monday.
Hello, fans. This is Cardinals broadcaster John Rooney. Another season is in the books, and before you know it, the 2019 campaign will be upon us. As always, it's a privilege to bring you Cardinals baseball. The ups and downs, the great plays, the players, and the moments that will live on forever. On behalf of Rick, Mike, myself, and the entire organization, we want you to have a wonderful and safe holiday season.
Hi, I'm Rob Dahlhaus, Executive Director of See You at Home. We are thrilled to announce the beginning of our One Winter Night 2019 season. Will you please consider joining our team of box dwellers as we take over the streets of downtown Champaign on Friday, February 1st? See You at Home is 100% funded by our community, and we could not serve our friends without an address without your support. To sign up to participate in our event, please email me at rob@seeyouathome.us or visit seeyouathome.us for more information.
It's the holiday sales event at Ford. It's a big deal, and we're busy making preparations to get you the best deals of the year. Because unlike Santa's presents, ours don't just magically appear. At Ford, ours are built in real factories, where pickup trucks come with best-in-class towing and payload, where SUVs are built with available features like terrain management and driver assist technologies, and where every bolt, stitch, and line of code is tested and tested again. But you don't have to write Santa a letter to get these presents. Naughty or nice, just come see your Ford dealer during our holiday sales event for our best offers of the year. Ford, built for the holidays. Built Ford proud.
Best-in-class towing and payload when properly configured. Classes light-duty pickups under 8,500 pounds GVWR based on Ford segmentation.
Celebrate Stone Creek Golf Club's 20th season with a yearly membership pass now on sale. For wintertime dining, enjoy Addie's Bar and Grill. It's open to the public year-round. Make daily lunch or dinner an occasion with party and event rooms for your friends and clients. Their warm atmosphere and 11 TVs for viewing sports makes dining an inviting alternative. Delicious entrees, sandwiches, and appetizers with drinks make Addie's your favorite neighborhood eatery. Take some time to dine off South Windsor in Urbana.
Dell's dedicated small business advisors give you tech advice and one-on-one partnerships to help your business grow. And now's the time to save on select PCs with the 8th Gen Intel Core processors until the end of the year. Maximize this year's budget. Find the right tech solutions for your business. Plus, get free shipping on everything. Visit Dell.com/business deals or give them a call at 877-BUY-DELL to talk to a Dell small business advisor today. It's 877-BUY-DELL.
Catch Mr. Basketball himself each Monday on ESPN 93.5. Fighting Illini Sports Network announcer Deion Thomas joins the conversation each Monday during the 9 a.m. hour of the Jeremy Warner Show. Tune in for Fighting Illini and Big Ten basketball chat all hour long. Join the conversation by texting in at 217-359-2255. Thanks to sponsors including the U of I Community Credit Union, Show Your Spirit with Illini Visa Rewards Card, Rosati's Pizza located at 701 South Gregory in Urbana, and Dogtown Heating and Air.
A Sport Clips Championship haircut experience makes you feel like your hair has its own walk-up music. Maybe you play sports. Maybe you play sports online. Or maybe your sport is keeping up with your kids. Your hair deserves its own walk-up music. And at Sport Clips, we make it easy. A game-changing cut from a stylist trained for guys while you're surrounded by sports. Hair this good needs no introduction, but you'll want one anyway. So get in line online at sportclips.com/check-in and get your hair in the game.
Napa know-how.
The only thing worse than rain and slush on the road is rain and slush on your windshield. Luckily, when you buy a pair of Rain-X wiper blades, you'll get up to $10 off, plus a free bottle of Rain-X 2-in-1 glass cleaner. So clean off the crud with up to $10 off a pair of Rain-X wiper blades and free glass cleaner. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating Napa Auto Parts stores. Offer ends 12/31/18.
You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.
That one looked like it was going out because Thomas Wayne